Hey traders, it's Tuesday, September 18th, 6 a.m., and we're about to dive into 5 Impulses updates before the New York market kicks into gear. Are you ready for another thrilling ride on the market's roller coaster? In just a few hours, the U.S. Federal Reserve will make a huge decision that could set off a series of interest rate cuts. But the real question is, will it be a 25 or 50 basis point cut? The markets are holding their breath. Citibanamex has already shared their take. The latest economic data shows a slowdown, with the job market cooling off and inflation easing. These signs point to the Fed possibly lowering interest rates to prevent a deeper economic dip. Stay with me. I've got all the details you need to navigate today's action, very summarized. All right, traders, it's time to get serious. Well, kinda. Here's what's hot off the Forex factory press today. Get your calendars ready because these times are important. Or, just listen to me, I'll keep you covered. First up at 8:30 a.m., we've got building permits. Now, before you start yawning, let me tell you this is like the backstage pass to the economy's growth plans. More permits mean more construction. More construction means more jobs, and more jobs mean you might actually afford your rent next year. Fingers crossed. Then mark your watches for the federal funds rate announcement at 2 p.m. You know that feeling when your boss decides whether or not you're getting a raise? Yeah, that's what this is for the economy. Will the Fed keep the rates the same, or are we about to get a curveball? The suspense is killing me. It's like waiting for your Uber Eats driver to arrive with your fries. And finally, at 2:30 p.m., the FOMC press conference. This is where they spill all the tea. You get the lowdown straight from the people in charge. It's like the aftershow for the Fed's big announcement. Stick around to see if they drop any bombshells or if it's just more of the same. We're watching inflation closely kind of talk. Everyone's talking about inflation, interest rates, and how much it costs just to live these days. But here's the real deal. As long as you can afford coffee, Wi-Fi, and maybe a snack or two, you're doing better than most of the market right now. But no matter what, we've got your back. The market might be wild, but we're out here making it fun. We'll keep an eye on that VIX, the Fed, and whatever else the financial world throws our way. We'll make it so simple you'll be dropping stock tips at your next family dinner. Grandma's gonna be impressed. And that's your rundown of today's market chaos, told with a smile, a laugh, and a whole lot of real talk. The VIX is vibing at 17.70. The Fear and Greed Index says we're feeling bold, and Forex Factory's got some spicy news drops coming up. Pause 1S. First impulse. Everyone pays attention to the Fed, all right, fam. Let's kick it off with the big dogs in Europe. The ECB just wrapped up its meeting, and analysts and investors are all asking the same question. How much are they going to cut the rates? Will it be 25 basis points or a wild 50? Honestly, it's like flipping a coin at this point, but the one thing we know for sure, rates are going down. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, cutting rates makes borrowing money cheaper, which helps boost spending and investment. In simple terms, it's like when your favorite sneaker store drops the price on those kicks you've been eyeing and suddenly everyone's rushing in to buy them. But here's the twist. If the rate cut is just 25 points, we might see both stocks and bonds shrug it off. They're like, hey, not enough. But if it's 50 points, that's a different story. We could see the markets pop off with some serious gains. Second impulse, Eurozone inflation, CPI data. Moving over to the Eurozone, inflation is still doing its thing, climbing higher. Today we got the confirmation that inflation in August hit 2.2%. That's right, folks, your morning croissant just got a little more expensive. Inflation creeping up like this is why central banks are always playing the rate cut game. They want to make sure things don't get too heated. But don't worry, your wallet might be safe for now. Just keep an eye on those prices next time you hit up the grocery store. Third impulse, cryptocurrencies and commodities. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, crypto and commodities. Bitcoin is hanging around at 59K and Ethereum is chilling at 2,300. But let's be real. These cryptos are more up and down than a TikTok trend. One day they're hot, the next day they're, well, not. But yo, keep your eye on coffee prices too. US coffee futures are sitting at $266 right now. So if you're a caffeine fiend like me, better brace yourself for a possible price hike on your morning latte. Oh, and if gold's your thing, it's hovering around $2,596. So yeah, even your grandma's gold jewelry is looking like a good investment these days. All right, guys, you've probably heard the buzz. Trump's back at it again, but this time he's not talking politics. Nope, he's launching a new crypto platform called World Liberty Financial. Yeah, that's right, a whole new world of digital coins, and it's being run by his sons Eric and Don Jr. The motto, make finances great again. Now, love it or hate it, you gotta admit, it's got people talking. The idea is to encourage people to invest in cryptocurrencies through a kind of bank of the future system. But here's the catch: who gets to buy these tokens and how the shares are divided? That's the part that's still a little mysterious. Stay tuned though, this could shake up the crypto world big time. Fourth impulse: Asian and US stock markets. Over in Asia, things are looking positive. The Nikkei is up 0.3% and Shanghai Composite has risen 0.4%. Meanwhile, the Hang Seng in Hong Kong is closed for a holiday, so we won't see any movement there today. Maybe they're just chilling while the rest of the world tries to figure out if we're going into a recession. And in the US, Wall Street's playing it cool. The market ended pretty flat yesterday, which means traders are holding their breath, waiting for today's big Fed announcement. Will we get a pump, or will it fizzle out? Only time will tell. Fifth impulse: macro data and oil inventories. And finally, let's talk macro data. In Europe, we're watching the CPI and PPI in the UK, but across the pond, all eyes are on the US crude oil inventories. The Energy Information Administration, or EIA, is about to release those numbers, and trust me, the oil market can be as unpredictable as trying to guess if your favorite show will get renewed for another season. Why do these inventories matter? Because lower oil inventories mean less supply, and less supply means prices could go up. So if you're planning that road trip, maybe top off your tank now before gas prices hit you in the wallet. Traders, here are 5 key things you should be checking out today if you want to make some smart moves. Whether it's US inflation, the latest from the Euro group, or the roller coaster that is crypto, these events can shake things up in a big way. I want to hear from you. What's got you buzzing in the market today? What's making you sweat? Let's talk about it. Happy trading. Catch you tomorrow, fam.